Okay, we're gonna go to our moon base, get some basic materials or resources. If I got anything in this thing, don't really need the panel, but we don't care, so. Reset our lights. And let's see. Hey, look at this. Moon's in front of us somewhere, maybe? How about over the planet? Yeah, okay. Let's go on and get out of here. Holy shit. Somebody forgot to fill up the tank. We're not going nowhere. No, we're not. I didn't even have fuel on me, which is okay, but we don't need much, but we're gonna need more than what we got. Shit. Let me guess, we're gonna run out before we get there. Get back. Damn, I was screwing around. I forgot all about that. Came back. Knew I needed fuel. Got an empty tank. Got thrusters. So we can catch on thing. Because we're good with that. Okay, let's fill it up. Sometimes, glad I looked at that before I tried to get into space, because that would not have been pretty. Not have been pretty at all. Need to put fuel in these puppies. Whoops, don't need that. Alright, 6 key. Let's link X4. Turn off this, turn on that. Make sure it's empty. This is a different fuel. It's empty, so it should just fill up. Alright, now this one had a little bit left in it, so we'll drain it and then we'll fill it, because you can't mix fuels. They all work just fine, but you cannot mix them. Now let's be smart and just turn the ship around manually instead of trying to, because it likes to catch on shit. So we'll manually turn it around. we're good to go. Whoops. Now we'll go to the moon. Whoa, missed. Now we're ready. Yeah, sometime I'm glad I looked. Rising. Try to bust in the atmosphere, out of the atmosphere. Well, still climbing meanwhile, but get some altitude. Sometimes we do dumb things. That would have been dumb. All right. And that's the moon we're going to. Looks like hopefully it'll be daylight, not sucking through it. Yeah, I'd have been screwed. I got up here. Make no mistake about it. No space fuel. Why are my tanks giving me different readings? Is what I'd like to know. I don't know why we have atmospheric re-entry on takeoff. I mean, we're going up. It really shouldn't do that. That's not what it is. If you play around, it will burn up your shit. Now, I don't know what the universe in this game is like, but usually take it off. You don't have to worry about atmospheric heat. But you do. And it wasn't always that way. That's pretty recent that we started getting atmospheric effects on takeoff. If you screw around in it too long, it's just like coming in. It will burn up your ship. Just keep powered up until we get out of the atmosphere. Out of the gravity well, I should say. It'll just burn. We don't. It's too close for us to get it speed up, and not speed up to get into max speed. No sense burning the fuel. Don't have to. Do you want it later? Okay, we are out of the well. I want to go the other way. Say this planet is not far. This moon, I should say. Okay, we're going to break it down. don't need all this speed coming into this little bitty gravityless moon with no atmosphere. This moon is all ice. And the biggest mistake you can make is coming into this moon with too much speed. Because you will smack right in it. You will not have any lift, wing lift. Now this ship has VTOL on it. Well, every ship does with the boosters, but it has a little extra so I can control it a little better. Because it's so heavy compared to my little ships. So slowing it down when you're belly to the planet's very important. Alright, now we'll start going the right direction. Don't have to worry it. We will not get back into warp. And I am not a speed freak that I got to get there so fast that I risk crashing. I've seen some people that are very good at rushing to their death, but a lot of them can actually do all right. Now imagine if you use an anti-grav, it'd be all right, but how the hell do you get down the ground when it holds you 1,000 feet off the ground? I ain't figured out how the anti-grav's going to work for bigger ships. I'm about ready to try to play with it, but I really don't understand how I'm going to get that other 1,000 feet down to the ground. The anti-grav pay an awful lot of VTOL to take you off, to get you that high, get you to 1,000 meters for your pulsars to kick in. Don't know, haven't played with it yet. Still have some materials to go get before I can do it. Now as you can see, there's no atmosphere, so speed's not a real issue. The issue is being too fast. You can't slow down your descent. Letting your, I've got VTOL, which helps, but you still got VTOL with your boosters. But if you come approach the planet too fast, your boosters aren't going to kick in time to save your ass from going smack. And I do have my lights on. Well, no, I don't. See, they turned off. What the hell's the deal with these lights? They don't stay on. So we're going to try and turn them back on. Let's see if we can get them to work here real quick. See, I turned them on and they reset. I don't understand. They just don't stay on when you turn them on. Well, they should be on. Doesn't mean they are on, but they should be on. So we'll look again. Okay, now they're on. See that? Lights are on. Okay, well, such is life. You got to get really close to the planet before you'll pick up your altimeter and start working. And we're talking, yeah, a couple 1,000 meters. This is just a resource run. I may mine, depends on what I left in the boxes. May do a couple. Don't remember what I left. But but the veins or deposits here are really good size for the most part compared to what you find on the sanctuary moon. And that layoff too. And we'll try doing this without killing myself, because I really don't want to have to come fetch this ship. I don't want to do it. Not only that, it takes forever to repair it. And this is not that real big of a ship, but I could just imagine how hard it would be on a really, really big ship. This ship fits inside a small core, dynamic core, just barely wingspan wise, but weighs about, what, 200 tons. Yesterday I came back from Thades, had 263 tons of cargo. Okay, we're getting ready to go in warp, so it's time to cut it back and slow her down. Slow her down. Like I say, no atmosphere here. Don't think you're going to get lift to keep you up in the air. Ain't happening. Now, are we around the horizon, or are we actually 40 kilometers on this side? This planet's not very big. It fools you real easily. But we may actually be on a final here. Instead of having to go over the horizon. We are in the gravity well, as you can see. I say I don't get in no big hurry. I get overly brave and I wind up having to chase my ships. Like I say, we're only 31 kilometers from our destination, so we're not that high in the air. This is a small planet, planetary body, whatever you want to call it. We do not need lift here, so it's all see, we are actually dropping right now to the surface. You just can't see it. It's just they don't have the altimeter. We can't range to the ground. There are little tools I wish we did have. We don't have. We're not likely to get them, I guess. And it is dark here. We got about all the gravity we're going to get here. thrusters are kicking in all by themselves. I'm controlling them off so I drop a little faster. Come on. Say, come on. Let's not kill myself. Trying to get in range of the altimeter here at a good speed. We're not that far off the ground, believe it or not. This is a very small moon. I have learned this the hard way. And the hard way is having to repair the ship. Okay, we have sea level, so 6,000, 7,000 feet is basically what we're looking at here. We're going to drop to the surface. Oh, now we're dropping fast. See if we can't clear this little mountain range before I let it come all the way to the ground. We're not trying to hold altitude, I'm just making sure I clear this range here. You can see the thrusters or vertical thrusters are. Oh, come on! Not now. Let me get to the ground. God damn it. You're gonna reset and put me at 0 speed, 0 space in the middle of space on top of my seat. Come on. They're doing it on purpose. They got my number. I'm probably watching this stream and saying, let's get this guy. Alright. We're gonna clear this little mountain range easy enough. Gonna get some. Let's see about slowing her down. Come on. Get our boosters to kick in here. We're over a little bit of mountains. Hey Doug, they're getting ready to cut us off, so you might as well All right. Come on. Kick it. There they go. Wasn't sure they were gonna. But that's what I say. You gotta be careful. The ground comes up fast once you get going. Now we're just gonna let the base even going to show up here? Sometimes it doesn't show up and you have to log out and back in, which they're going to force me to do anyway, which is okay, I guess. But yeah, I sure don't see the structure here. I mean, there are bugs. Yeah, there's nothing here. Well, I don't know. It might be here. Yeah, maybe it is. Maybe it is. Come on down. Come on. Don't want to float to the surface. Come on. I had vertical thrusters going the other way. I took them off. I can see maybe I need to put them back on if I want to speed this up. There it goes. See, the lights aren't very bright. They do work, but they're not all that great. Okay, we're here. And let's see what we got here. Let's link to this container. Whoops. Ah. And you're wondering why there's no base here, but that's because dun dun dun. Sneaky, just in case they ever. Okay. See what we got here. Okay, I'm gonna make sure the link is on. No, it's not. Okay, we're gonna take. Well, we're in pretty good shape here. I don't know what's left in the cooker, but let's find out what's in the cooker. How much more is it going to make? That way I don't have to carry the ore. Quartz is low, coal, well, iron is low, but it'll make a little bit more. Alright, now we're going to link to this container and fill it up while we're here, because I wasn't going to. That low, whoops. Turn the link on. There we go. See, it's got a whole base here to be made. I just haven't done anything but put in some refiners, so I don't have to carry the ore. Save a little bit of weight so I can carry a little bit more. Now, whoops, we can don't have to mine in our own property. In fact, I prefer not to until I have to. So let's see about getting the readings somewhere and getting ready before they. Boy, don't want to give me that iron gun. Huh. Whoops. Whoops, that was definitely the wrong way. There we go. Deposits here I have found are really, really big compared to everywhere else. In fact, I probably could just go down that hole. Now, can I find it again? Probably not. There it is. See, I probably ought to mark this, but we won't. It's not going to fall down easily, that looks like, All right, let's take a cut. 15 minutes. We'll get headed in the way. How's that? Dark blue here will be iron until we get deeper. Have a couple tier 2 and a tier 3, I think here, maybe tier 3 only, I'm not sure. Yeah, this is going to catch me on my property, not really what I wanted, but I don't care, it's not that big a deal. This means I won't catch this bait or have to next time. Talents. You notice how big a borehole I'm making. It's all in your talent points. Sure makes it easy to walk through when your borehole is taller than you are. Alright, let's take a guess here. Probably the wrong way. Oops. This was the wrong way. I like this way better. I didn't like it. We'll probably find this ore before they kick us off the server. Shower anyways. I'm actually in range of my detector now. Let's see. Alrighty, we know we're not going the right direction. It leveled out. Nor are we at the right depth. Told you we weren't. I knew we weren't. But they didn't believe me. There she blows. Oh, that wonderful iron land there, just waiting for me to get it. Pending operation. I think the server just died. It just died. I've been disconnected. Alright, we're going to stop the stream. We'll be back here after I get all my good shit taken care of. Since we can't play. See how they treat us? Come on. Give me